Hey, massage peeps, let's jump into an arm routine. So, this arm routine I would use for general stiffness, tightness, soreness in the hand and the forearm, even a little bit of numbness. So, what I'm doing is I'm rotating the shoulder slightly and moving that bicep around, getting it moving and just generally getting it warmed up. Here I'm pinning and stretching the bicep. This is going to nicely open it up and get it ready for some more work. The bicep sits on top of the brachialis, and those two muscles together are often forgot about and not worked as much as the other muscles. Don't forget the coracobrachialis sits around that area as well. Here I'm just loosening up the arm just a little bit. Now that I'm moving on to the forearm, I'm starting up in the extensors, working from the extensor origin and pinning it and moving down the extensors. This also helps the wrist to start mobilizing and opening up. I'm just stretching through the carpals, sifting through the carpals, moving them, getting them to open up as well. I do a gentle pull here just to give a little bit of extra space between the carpals and the radius and the ulna. Now I'm going to move on to the flexors. I'm on the flexors origin at the moment, and I'm rotating the forearm into supine and pronation, working on that pronator teres. This can be quite painful, especially for massage therapists, baristas, particularly anybody that works with their hands. Also, anybody who works with a keyboard, they will appreciate this as well. Now I'm just opening up that palmar surface, stretching it out. Most of our jobs require us to use our wrist flexors, which will cause our fingers to flex as well. As I'm spreading my cream, I'm just doing a general warming up of the tissues. Adding in a little bit of light linear friction through those extensors. Focusing on the wrist. Adding a little bit of traction. Now I'm going to start working a little bit more specifically in the hand. Currently I'm working between the metacarpals, doing some frictioning in those lumbricals. You can sit through certain areas that feel really stuck, adding a little bit of extra friction, and I am just moving the carpals between each other now. Getting back into that palmar surface and stretching it, mostly sifting through the thenar eminence and rotating that thumb, getting that thumb movement, getting a little bit of extra space again. Doing a little bit of friction in that carpal region, making room for that median nerve. This little trick I learned in massage school. You place your pinkies between the thumb and their pinky, and that's to help open up their palm a little bit more, giving it an extra nice stretch. This area you can probably work a lot longer than I'm working in through here, as it's going to be really tight on most people and it's going to feel really good. I particularly like to sculpt at the bottom of the thumb just to add a little bit of extra juiciness for the massage. Here's a nice little stretch, getting into those flexors, opening them up, flexing the fingers back. A lot of massage therapists don't spend enough time here, especially moving into the fingers, as the fingers are often forgot about. What I'm doing is I'm pinning the tendons in the hand and I'm stretching them back. Taking your time here, working with each finger individually, it's going to feel really good. Now I'm working back in through the lumbricals on the other side. These muscles can contribute to hand cramps, hand tension, and tightness. Once again, you're going to want to take your time moving through these muscles, as they're often forgot about in the massage. Here I'm just going into each finger individually, massaging the tiny little muscles in the fingers and getting into those pips and dips, making sure that those knuckles are moving fluidly. When I'm moving the fingers around, I'm checking for any kind of resistance, and I'm working in that particular area where I'm feeling that resistance. Adding in a little bit of range of motion can make this work even better. Then I stretch out the hand. I'm doing a nice palmar stretch here, and I will flip the hand over here in a second. There you go. And I'll show you exactly what I'm doing when the hand's facing down. Getting into the carpal region again, opening it up for that median nerve. This will feel really good if somebody is having a little bit of numbness in their thumb, their pointer finger, their middle finger, and the inside of their ring finger as well. Getting back into those flexors, I want to get back to that pronator teres and do a little bit of sculpting through there. This muscle can also contribute to compressing that median nerve, causing a little bit of numbness in the hand. Then I'm going to finish up with a stretch and general fluffy make niceness at the end.